What's up, heretics? Today on Haloheretic, we'll be dishing out some Halo lore in our new segment, Halo Legacy. In Halo Legacy, we hope to bring you some of that delicious Halo lore you want and crave so badly. In this episode, we're discussing the Halo MAC guns, Spartan 34, and the planet Balaho. So sit back, sheath those energy swords, and enjoy the first episode of Halo Legacy here on Haloheretic. The UNSC's Magnetic Accelerator Cannon, or MAC gun, is one of the primary weapons of the human warships and orbital defense platforms. The MAC gun uses electromagnetism to fire a metal slug at high velocity towards an enemy target. Not to be confused with the railgun, which fires a slug through two conducting rails, the MAC gun is similar to a coil gun, which fires its slug through a barrel. The UNSC's warships tend to fire ferrous rounds, opposed to the platforms that fire ferric tungsten rounds, both of which are unguided after being shot. There are many different types of MAC guns the UNSC employs, including the typical standard ones installed on frigates, the super MAC cannons built orbiting planets, the mini MAC cannons found on the backs of the M510 Mammoths, and the Onager, which is primarily used as a static defense weapon. MAC guns have been found in almost every Halo game, including Halo Wars, where you got to use one to bombard the planet's surface. All I know is I want to control a UNSC frigate at some point and shoot one of these bad boys. Get to it, 343! Spartan 34, or Samuel, is a Spartan 2 class super soldier that was born on July 10th, 2511 on the planet Harvest. He was abducted by the UNSC on September 23rd, 2517 to be used in the Spartan 2 program at the ripe old age of 6 years old. After going through training and augmentation, Sam became one of the original members of Blue Team and would occasionally lead it. Sam and Blue Team would fight in major missions like Eridanus Secundus alongside Blue Team. It wasn't until Chi Ceti 4, right after Sam would get his armor, that he would become the first Spartan casualty to die at the hands of the Covenant, by sacrificing himself to save the rest of Blue Team and the remaining crew of the Commonwealth. It was after Sam's death that ONI would only list Spartans as missing in action, as they felt that the morale of the public would suffer if the Spartans were listed as KIA. Planet Balaho is the fifth planet orbiting the star Tala, and is the homeworld of the Ungoi, or Grunts, with a population of around 320 million. It has two orbiting moons, Buwan and Padpad. Mostly a frozen world, the inhabitants breathe the abundant amount of methane in the planet's atmosphere, which blocks much of the world from orbit. The planet is dotted with swamps and polar ice caps, making it a very harsh environment. Before the activation of the Halo array, the planet was suffering from over-industrialization and was on the verge of environmental collapse. Before the arrival of the Covenant, the Ungoi were dying off due to multiple winters, lack of food, and blue death or freezing to death. With the arrival of the Covenant, the Ungoi were happy to leave their planet and were turned into slaves, many of them doing the grunt work. I'll stop. Many of the Ungoi would live in the lower levels of High Charity, where their population exploded, threatening the Kigyar. This would eventually lead to the Ungoi Rebellion, in which the Covenant would glass parts of Balaho in order to get the Ungoi to surrender. Eventually surrendering, Balaho was spared. So what would you filthy heretics like to see us cover in Halo Legacy? Leave us a comment down below. As always, I'm Taco, and I'll catch you later.